Welcome everyone, my name is Micah with Launch Tech USA, and today I want to walk you through some of the initial setup functions that I recommend completing when you're registering one of our new X-431 tablets. You should be able to quickly and easily follow along by watching my cursor on the screen. This way you know where we're going and what to click on so that you can replicate the results on your end. Now, what I'd like to start by doing is actually exiting out of the Scan Tool program itself. And we'll do this by coming down to the bottom of the screen to this row of embedded icons, and I want to click here on the image of the house. That takes me out to the home screen, and you can see that this is the home screen of an Android tablet. We build our launch scan tools on this open Android architecture, so much of what we can do with it will mimic that of the Android cell phones that are on the market today. So for navigation purposes, let's click on this round circle with the 6 dots in it. And when you click there, you'll see it opens up an application page. This is basically all of the apps, or the programs if you would, that are installed and ready to use on this particular device. And what I'm looking for here is this settings icon. It looks like a gear cog and it just simply says settings underneath it. When you click on that, this is going to open up an Android settings menu. Step number one of the most important things is let's go ahead and get connected to the internet. So you'll see here underneath Wi-Fi, my switch is in the on position, and it shows you a list of the available networks that we could connect to. My particular network is the Verizon MiFi account, and you'll see over here on the side the image of a lock shows that is a secure network. So when I click on it, it is going to be asking me for a password. Now, if your experience is anything like mine, that's typically the hardest part. But as long as we can go through and find where that is and what to type in, the rest should be pretty smooth sailing. So if I've done this correctly now, when I click on Connect, you'll see this goes through connecting, authenticating, and now it says connected. So as long as it says connected, and up here in the upper right hand corner you have your little Wi-Fi symbol lit up, that means that we are connected to the internet and we can move forward. Now while I'm up here in the corner, I'm also going to take note of this little location icon that's also illuminated. I'm not a big fan of. So we're actually going to come here on the side and scroll down through this list, and you'll see underneath personal there's this location settings. And when you come underneath here, you'll see underneath location the mode is set at high accuracy. So for some programs that will lead for high battery use. Now our program doesn't need it, and unless you plan on using this with like Google Maps or use the tablet as a GPS, I just recommend switching that to the off position so that you get the most amount of battery life possible. Something else to take note of here in this corner is the clock. Now I'm a fan of the more traditional 12-hour time setup, so again I want to come over here to this side menu. I'm looking for underneath system there is date and time. So when I click here, we'll come over to the side and you'll see use 24-hour format is checked, and I'm going to unselect that. And then here underneath select time zone, it shows that I'm in Pacific Daylight Time. And depending on where you are, that might vary, but I am personally on the East Coast. So as I scroll down through here, I'm looking for Eastern Time. And now my clock turns to something that is more suited for my application. A couple other things to do before we leave here. Higher up on that list underneath device is sound. Underneath sound, the one I'm looking for is volume. So if we click here underneath the volumes menu, a lot of times we'll be in a shop. It can be a noisy environment, and I've found that if I just turn these all the way up, it'll make life a little bit easier for us. And then just go ahead and click on OK at the bottom. Right below that is display. If I click on my display settings, here at the top of the list I have brightness. If I click here, you'll see by default that is normally turned down, and I'm just going to grab that. I'm going to turn that as high up as it'll go. It just makes it easier to see. Again, all that will lead to just more productivity. So since I just turned my brightness up, I want to kind of pay attention to that sleep timer so I'm not wasting battery life. And right now it says sleep after 30 minutes. And I think 15 or 30 seconds is a little bit too short, but maybe we'll go with like 2 minutes. So now after 2 minutes of inactivity, that screen will go to sleep and save battery life. So with that being said, I'm now ready to register the tool or take care of some of the other functions. If I want to exit out of here, I'm just going to come down to the bottom. I'm going to click on the home screen, and I'm right back to where I need to be. So this is a start. There'll be more videos to come. Hope it helps. See you soon.